We're in prime soup season right now, and in today's cooking corner, our friend Heather Berryhill shows us how to do a delicious lasagna soup.
Hi, Heather Berryhill here. Welcome back to my home kitchen. Okay, I know all of you have seen the viral lasagna soup that is out. I'm going to do a version of that, but my family doesn't really love red sauce, so I'm going to turn it into a white chicken lasagna soup. It's going to be delicious, so let's get in the kitchen and start making it. So the first thing I want to do with my white chicken lasagna, I've got some chicken breast here. These are kind of thick. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these in half. This is really just 3 chicken breasts. You don't need a whole lot of chicken for this recipe. I'm going to go ahead and put some plastic wrap over the top and pound these out a little bit thinner. Okay, I have those all pounded out. You just want them, kind of thin. This just helps everything cook evenly in the pot. So the first thing I'm gonna do is season up my chicken. I've got my homemade basil garlic salt. If you want the recipe for this, it's on my website at justmeheatherb.com. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of that, sprinkle on both sides before searing the chicken in my Dutch oven. I'm gonna season with a little bit of Italian seasoning and some fresh cracked black pepper. I'm going to flip these over and season the other side. I've got my favorite olive oil. I'm going to put a little bit down in my Dutch oven and start searing those chicken breasts. All right, let's get those searing. All you're looking for here is just a tiny sear. You do not want to cook your chicken all the way through it. All right, these look ready. I'm going to take them out and just set them aside. But I've got 2 onions here. I'm dicing really fine, and then I'm gonna put them in my Dutch oven and just saute. I've got my Dutch oven here. I love all these little burnt pieces in the bottom. There's so much flavor in there from that chicken. I've added a little bit more olive oil and some pats of butter. I'm gonna throw my onion into the pan. I've got a whole head of garlic here. I'm just gonna mince these up and put them in to saute for just a couple of minutes with my onions. I'm going to go ahead and add that garlic in with my onions. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle in a little bit of flour so we can start to make a roux. This will be the thickening agent for your white lasagna soup. I'm going to give it a stir to cook out all that flour taste. All right, I'm going to pour in the chicken broth. You're going to use, 5 to 6 cups here. I'm going to go ahead and season up this broth as it's coming to a boil, adding it a little bit more of my basil garlic salt, some red pepper flakes, and some additional Italian seasoning. This is starting to simmer. I'm going to put my chicken breast back into the pot. Let these cook for about 8 or 10 minutes. This chicken has been boiling for about 8 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out of the pot, shred it with 2 forks, and then put it back in. Okay, let's put all of that shredded chicken back into the pot. I've got some lasagna noodles here. I'm just going to roughly just break these up and toss them down into that soup. I'm going to give this a good stir, make sure all those lasagna noodles are packed down into the liquid. I've got some sun-dried tomatoes here that I just drained out of a jar. I'm going to go ahead and plop those in. The noodles are just about al dente here, so I'm going to go ahead and start adding in the remainder of the ingredients. I said this is a creamy white lasagna soup, so I'm going to go ahead and add in some heavy cream. I'm going to put in some chopped baby spinach, stirring that all in just so that it wilts slightly. Adding in some grated Parmesan cheese. It's time to serve this up. It looks so delicious. I love all the color. Almost looks like Christmas to me. This would be a great bowl of soup to serve just during the holidays for the family. Just gorgeous. So there you have it, a creamy white chicken lasagna soup. I promise you this is going to be your go-to this winter. For more recipes like this, follow me on Instagram at justmeheatherb.
Another place you can find recipes just like that one is on our website, newson6.com/recipes.